quality writing makes your schoolwork better.
Yo, the Holistic Cannabis Show.
All right. Welcome
back
to the Holistic Cannabis Show with your
Welcome
host
back.
is Dr. Yolanda Henderson. And
Hen Henderson in the building.
yes, we are all the way live. So if you're tuning
my new
in,
hat.
Mr. Henderson, tell us where you can find us at.
Well, welcome to Manifest TV, the future of broadcasting.
There you go.
Guess what? You're going to call us with your comment. You're going to call us at 470-251-4647. You're on Instagram, we're on manifesttv.status. You're on Facebook, we're on Status Network LLC. You're on Periscope, it's status_network_. On Twitter, we're on status_network_. If you got the Amazon Fire Stick or the Roku, just type in Status Network, Manifest TV. We're going to be there.
That's right.
And then YouTube, Manifest TV. Yeah,
There you go.
www.youtube.
All right. So we have a lot of exciting news to give to you this week. The day before Cinco de Mayo. And reopening Georgia is the topic of this show, and reopening the other states. So we're going to get into it. We have a very special guest today on the show who is also a Facebooker or a viewer, past viewer of the show that wants to kind of talk about opening up the states with us. So we're going to allow Mr. Mario J. to come on and talk about some issues in Georgia. We're going to talk about a lot of things. Especially with the COVID-19, the stay-at-home that just was released from here in the state of Georgia, and people getting back to some normalcy, and then talk about the states that have not opened up all the way, and seeing how they feel about that. Also wanting to talk about classes that are going to begin tomorrow for the Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science. And we're doing the Zoom night classes for now, but we're trying to get ready to open back up to go back for the fall. So if you're interested in Clayton State University, we will start with that open house. We'll give you more information on that as time passes. And then we have blogs about different cannabis and coronavirus topics, which they're relating to the homeopathy. A lot of people are just now understanding that homeopathy and what I study, naturopathy, is allowing people to live and helping them heal themselves as well. And then talking about coronavirus and cannabis and how coronavirus can be kind of suppressed with the cannabis, and how researchers are actually looking at that. And so we also have Mr. Henderson talking about the finances in cannabis now and what's going on here. And so if you want to call us, you are welcome to call us so that we can give you some more news and some more information on how all of this information is going to help you. We can be also reached now. We have a new website, the Holistic Cannabis Show.com, where you can book to be on the show and also advertise. So we're looking for you to sponsor the Holistic Cannabis Show, and with your wonderful sponsorship you will be able to have your business displayed. You will be able to have your information scroll across the bottom of that scroll bar there at the bottom of the screen, and be able to be on the show, all for a monthly fee. We have that information on the website. Please excuse the website is still a little under construction. And thank you again. So after this quick break, we'll get back with you on all things cannabis. Thanks for watching.
We're now enrolling for Saturday 5-week comprehensive medical cannabis course. We're now enrolling for Saturday 5-week comprehensive medical cannabis courses. at 404-631-6360 for more information.
All right.
Y'all been hard-headed out there. I've been watching.
What you got
Y'all
to say
been
about
hard-headed out there, boy. Woo, woo.
that?
Man, look at him. Soon as the man said, man, we're going to reopen the barbershops and the nail salons, y'all was already at the park. Y'all
Got
was
me some new
already
weave.
posted up.
I don't know. I got me a new hair.
Man, y'all doing the game bad. Y'all doing the game bad. So now, he done reopened everything, right? So now since everything about to open up, let me share with y'all the magnitude of what's about to happen next.
What's about to happen, Mr. Henry?
Now, because everybody ain't been tested still,
Okay.
you don't know who walking around here dirty.
Right.
You're going to go outside now. You're going to go to these places, these few little places that's starting to trickle in, opening up.
Yeah.
You're going to go there, and somebody going to give you that package.
Woo, that wrong.
You're going to go home thinking that it's all good. You done cross-contaminated your gloves, cross-contaminated your mask. You're going to go home like it ain't no thing.
Wow.
And then you're going to give it to somebody.
I sure hope
And then
not.
that somebody going to give it to somebody.
Right.
And then them numbers going to be creeping on up.
Right.
Creeping on up. You see what's happening in New Mexico right now is the prime example. The folks didn't want to do the shelter in place. They wanted to do their own thing. Now it's costing them because they getting cases skyrocketing out there in New Mexico. It's so bad until one spot is one way in and one way out,
Can't get out.
and the roads is blocked. See what y'all doing?
Yeah.
Now, you're going to turn around, and then you're going to say, oh, well, yeah, it's the government fault. Let me tell you what's wrong with that, though. The government didn't put no gun to your head and make you go out there.
Yeah.
All right? These businesses that was closed now, they ain't going to be closed forever. Because like I told you on the last episode, sooner or later, they going to have to reopen.
Yeah.
All right? But it was reopened with caution. It was reopened with keep your mask. It was reopened with keep your social distancing. All right? But a lot of us, we ain't hear that part. We just wanted to go outside. Now it's finna cost you. All right? Be extra careful. Extra careful. All right? Now, Atlanta is known for music festivals.
Oh, yeah.
And from what I've been hearing, them festivals that was postponed, it's going to be some festivals that's going to be happening because now it's the summertime. You say you want to get things back to normal, oh, them days is gone. And as long as nobody followed the social distancing, nobody wore the mask, your hygiene quality.
What about all those workers who got the coronavirus?
The
They
meat
quit?
plant
Yeah.
joint
Yeah.
got 1,000 cases in one meat plant. All right? So the workers is saying we ain't going back to work without getting it squared away. The problem is those farmers with all that meat, they just backing up on the meat.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody to process the meat. So now they have to decide on what they're going to do with all this excess livestock. The pigs, they're gonna have to kill them.
Yeah.
They're going to have to euthanize the
a lot of
pigs,
animals
the cows,
because
right?
of
So
them
now,
not know where to send it.
the cost of your meat going to go up.
Right.
Your boy Trump get on the joint and sign an executive order to demand the food chain be intact.
Right.
There's a problem with that. The problem with that is you can't force nobody to go to work. And in the meantime, you might want to check that meat that you just bought on sale now. You might want to check that for that Rona. How do you check your meat for the coronavirus, though? Ain't no way to test that.
Yeah.
All right? You're just going to have to try it and see. All right? Check this out. I've been seeing people growing gardens, people growing their peppers and everything out there. I see you out there. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going.
Yeah.
All right? See, you got to put things back to the way it was when Big Mama and them was around. Big Mama and them didn't have all these antibiotics and penicillins and all this kind of stuff, right? So taking care of yourself, now you got to go back to them grandmama remedies. Let me tell you what the problem is with that. A lot of y'all don't listen to Big Mama.
Never listen.
Big Mama ain't around no more.
Oh.
And the stuff that she tried to show y'all, you didn't want to listen.
Right.
Now you're going to be stuck.
Yeah.
You're going to be stuck with a injection, all right? Because that's the next thing that they pushing, all right? They saying that in order to come back to work, you got to be tested.
Preach.
They saying that in order for you to go back to normal, you're going to have to take this shot.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, what if you're allergic to the shot? Nobody didn't think about that one? I'm sure they thought about that one, all right?
Yeah.
But when we was out there too early and doing what we shouldn't have been doing, we wasn't thinking about that, all right? So now, it's finna get serious. It's the middle of the summer about to happen, the summertime about to come. All these festivities gonna be rescheduled and everybody gonna be doing their thing. Check this out. When that time comes, you're gonna have a massive outbreak of people with the COVID-19 virus in the summertime at 90 and 100 degrees.
And the air conditioner stopped working.
You ain't think about that because all you had to do was stay in the house for 14 days. All you had to do was sacrifice them 14 days. Now your summertime is blowed. The 4th of July is blowed. Just think about that for a second now. Now, in the city of Chicago, the mayor said that if you violate them stay-at-home orders, she done already told the law enforcement, and we got a clip on that. She told the law enforcement people, if they catch you, roll you in. Where you think you're going? You're going to jail. Jail? An internment camp?
Ooh, FEMA camp.
Look at the house party we saw.
Yeah.
The house party, it was about 300-400 people up in there.
Yeah.
And only about 3 of them had on masks.
What was that? The house party at?
That was in Chicago.
That was in Chicago.
Now, my family reunion is in Chicago.
Oh.
Ken folks, I might not see y'all. All right?
Oh.
But we gonna see. But soon as we get this video on, man, y'all gonna trip out.
Yeah.
Because for a city the size of Chicago to have to implement this, don't think it ain't too far before it's gonna be your turn.
That's true.
All right? Chicago is important because Chicago is in the Midwest. All right? Check out this video.
This is how it's going to be. We will shut you down. We will cite you. And if we need to, we will arrest you.
Will take you to jail. Now, I've directed Superintendent Brown to order all police districts to give special attention to these parties. And this is how it's going to be. We will shut you down. We will cite you. And if we need to, we will arrest you and we will take you to jail. Period. There should be nothing unambiguous about that. Don't make us treat you like a criminal. But if you act like a criminal and you violate the law and you refuse to do what is necessary to save lives in the city in the middle of a pandemic, we will take you to jail. Period.
She said,
Period. That's what
It's
she
gonna
said.
Take you to jail.
Now,
Period.
now, check this out. You worried about, you know what I'm saying? You worried about, oh yeah, I got to stay in the house for 14 days. I got to stay in the house for 14 days.
Right.
If they took you to jail for violating a stay-at-home order, you know you're going to be in jail more than 14 days, right?
Yeah.
You know they're going to forcibly quarantine you, right? What you think going to happen when you try to get out?
Yeah.
You're going to have to take a shot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So now, let's be wise about the decisions that we make, all right? Let's be serious about what's going on, all right? Because what's going on is very, very, very serious, all right? Very serious.
That's true. So, with everything going on in the news, coronavirus out still, and we say that it's getting bad because now they want to say that you will have to get a vaccine for the COVID-19. A lot of people are not looking forward to getting a vaccination. A lot of people are skeptical because they say that the vaccine has this microchip in it, or will have a microchip in it. This may be a myth, we don't know, but Bill Gates Foundation is backing this vaccination that has not been tested. So it normally goes through a process. And Donald Trump, number 45, just ordered a fast forward for the vaccination so that it could go through faster and not have to go through the procedure of the testing. So it's supposed to go through the animal testing procedure and some other procedures, and they have not, and I don't think that they're going to do it. I think that they're just going to push into
they're just going to plow through that.
Yeah.
They're just going to plow through that. You know, anytime that your president say, hey, we need this right now, it's going to be some stuff that's going to be overlooked. All right, some oversight is about to happen. All right, which means that the casualties is going to be up, and those casualties, even though it's from the vaccine, ain't going to be classified as vaccine casualties. All right, you're going to get complications from COVID-19. All right, that's what's going to be on a lot of people's death certificate. All right.
Right.
Even though they might not have died from
the
COVID.
Yeah,
All right?
and that's how the numbers are kind of, they saying are escalating, because those are not the numbers. They're saying that they're related is part of the death process, which is basically COVID-19. I mean, most people who die of heart disease, they die of heart disease related issues. So they can technically, if they want to, categorize it as
say, oh yeah, it got worse once you got COVID.
Yeah, it was
You know what I'm
escalated due to the COVID-19,
Yeah.
and so they will diagnose you as a death.
I'm still
of
staying in the
COVID-19.
house.
Yeah. Well, practicing social
Still staying
distancing.
in the house.
The 6 feet everywhere we go. Like, we went to a restaurant last night, and
They had it on the floor.
They had the floor markers, 6 feet social distancing. The hair stores, the stores, they had the 6 feet. They had the people with the hand sanitizer at the door.
Now,
You
just
couldn't try
imagine,
on
though.
hair. You just had to buy it, you know, or you couldn't try on clothes.
That's
You just
pretty
have
bad.
to get it, you know. So it'll kind of discipline you. I mean, I think we should be saving money. You know, we're in the house. What else are you gonna have to buy? You don't have to buy gas if you don't go to work. You don't have to, you know, take care of bills. They're, you know, the eviction process. The courts were closed, but now that everything is opening back up, you know, we want to see what's gonna happen. So,
Well, I think by the end of May, everything is going to be in full rotation.
right.
At the end of May.
Right.
By the end of May, everything going to be everything.
Right, and right now you're seeing your friends, your neighbors, your family members getting diagnosed with the COVID, and so whereas before it was hearsay, or it was somebody else's family member, but you all know what to do. If you all watch the Holistic Cannabis Show,
Y'all already know what to do.
Y'all see that we give you information.
We talking about the
have
people on the
information, homeopathy treatments, natural remedies, and things that great grandmama used to teach about. And you know, I love to talk about that information, and so you all will know what to do.
And even if you don't know where to start, right? You know, you done went out. All right, now let's look forward. Now let's fast forward.
Yes.
You done went out. You done went to the park. You went and kicked it with your homeboys, kicked it with your homegirls, kicked it with your kin folks. Everything is everything, right?
Yeah.
Now you go home. You wake up a couple days later. You know, you feel bad.
Right.
All right. What do? You know what I'm saying? You wake up, you shortness of breath, you got the tingling going on in your chest. All right. Now, what do you do from there? You gonna run to the emergency room where everybody got the COVID? You gonna run to the emergency room? No. Before you decide to go to the emergency room, let me tell you what you need to do. www.theholisticcannabiссhow.com. All right.
Or call us.
Or call. All right. Because what can right? We don't know if we got a cure for this COVID-19, right? We got all these people trying different stuff. But at the same time, try something natural too.
Yeah.
All right?
You should already be boosting up your immune systems as well. So vitamin C is awesome. It's going to help you. Garlic is awesome.
Vitamin D.
We already know vitamin D is awesome. It's the sun without the sun. So it's going to be able to replenish your body, especially those who are having a compromised immune system.
Take a bath.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you know. Taking your shoes off at the door.
Shoes
Stuff
off
like
at the
that.
door.
Like little small things is what we are noticing. And if you have small children, I have some information about that as well. So now we have a guest who wants to talk about being black and having the coronavirus. And so we'll get back with him a little later, but we have some information about that. They said at first that African Americans could not get the COVID-19. So now there are more African Americans who are getting COVID-19 than before. Do you want to elaborate on that, Mr. Henderson?
Well, African Americans, us, we have a lot of underlying health issues. All right, let's just put that out there.
Yeah.
We got underlying health issues for the most part because of bad diets, lack of exercise, stuff like that. And so, because it's like that, once the body is inundated with this virus, which lowers the immune system, right? It attacks the red blood cells.
Yeah.
And if you already have issues like diabetes, you already gonna be lopsided.
Right.
On your health circle, right? You're already gonna be uneven.
Right.
If you have conditions with the heart, a virus transports itself through the blood, of course. That same blood is going into the heart valves, into the heart muscles. Everywhere where there's blood, there's the virus.
Exactly.
Right? So you upside down even more. All right? Now, I read an article the other day that said if you are a runner or an athlete, you know, your chances are a little lower.
Right.
But it's not impossible, even for an athlete. All right?
I
This
know.
virus is not impossible.
Right.
All right.
For those who are physically unfit.
Yeah. If you just physically fit, you ain't even got to be an athlete. But what I call an athlete, if you running for miles now, I'm not finna get my big old behind out there and try to run no miles. That ain't what he do. You know what I'm saying? So, and then two, I know that I have some issues that stem from when I was born. I have some breathing situations that I just ain't gonna just be out there willy-nilly hanging around there with y'all. You know what I'm saying? You could text me, you could Zoom me, all right? But I ain't getting out there no time soon, all right? And man, I'm just saying, if you got a history of illness in your family, man, don't do it to yourself, man. Just stay low.
Don't do it.
Stay low.
Don't do it.
Now, we got all kind of scanners. We do have the equipment and everything that you can test yourself. We can test you to find out exactly what you're deficient in as far as vitamins and everything. So reach out to her, give her a call. All right?
That's it.
Those scan machines, they do work.
They do.
So our guest today, we found him on Facebook, and he had a lot of stuff to say as it related to what a meeting that took place with Diddy and them. It was kind of like a what we gonna do, how we gonna move forward type of situation.
Right.
All right, but
We'll play the video.
we got his Facebook video.
Yeah, we'll play the Facebook
right.
video for you to watch part of that. And you probably already seen this before on Facebook. It was very controversy. And we'll get that started in just a second.
And so while we waiting on that to come up, too, just want to say everybody got a birthday in May. Happy birthday.
All right.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting right here. This is this is definitely gonna be interesting right here. So all day, I kind of been seeing a clip of Diddy, that's Sean Puffy Combs, for those people that don't know who that is, stating that there is going to be on YouTube a black town hall meeting for Black America to talk about the coronavirus. Sean Puffy Combs had somebody to moderate the meeting, and also bring in other people to kind of talk about the situation in reference to the epidemic, which is the coronavirus that faces black people in America. So for those people that don't know about what's going on or missed the actual town hall meeting, I want to give you my recap on it and kind of give you some details on about how I feel as a military veteran, a black African American, here in the United States of America. First of all, shout out to Diddy. Shout out to Diddy for getting people together to have a conversation, because sometimes that's the hardest thing that we can do. I'm going to say some things in this live that maybe, Diddy may take offense to. And also the other people that was on that town hall meeting. But y'all hear me out. I feel like this. I don't think that we need celebrities to tell us when an epidemic is serious. I don't feel like we need politicians to tell us as human beings, okay, as minorities, when an epidemic is serious. I think I watched that town hall meeting and it was more about, let's talk about racism, let's talk about incarceration, let's talk about the main media versus black media. And I feel like this, you know what I didn't get from that town hall meeting? What I didn't get from those politicians, because everybody was kind of very polite about the situation. And I don't want to be polite right now. Okay, I don't want to be polite right now. Those people that Diddy had on there were very, let me talk about the things that I normally talk about. You understand what I'm saying? When you get a politician and all they talk about is racism, then regardless of what the conversation is about, they're going to stick to what they know. Okay, he got Al Sharpton on there, whatever case it be. Here's the thing. What does Al Sharpton know about everyday struggles down in the trenches? He's not a mailman, right? He's not a school teacher. The thing about it is, all of these politicians are talking, but you got to listen to this. Listen to this. What exactly did they damn say? What exactly did they say? Out of all the money that Sean Puffy Combs got, how come no one said, you know what we're going to do for the first responders, the people that's actually on the front line? Those black Americans, those minorities, those people that's on the front line that's actually dealing with the coronavirus in those hospitals, those medical professionals. They didn't say they were going to raise money for those guys. They didn't say that this epidemic was so severe that, hey, you guys stay home, but while you're staying home, I want you to send $1 to this funding so that way we can support the first responders. I am so sick and tired of every time that we have an issue as black Americans, we get together and the first thing that we do, it has to be about racism. It has to be, we got to all get together and talk about racism. And at the end of the day, who we fooling? Think about it. First we said that the coronavirus was not affecting black people, right? It was a lot of jokes being done on social media. Right? Coronavirus ain't affecting black people. The coronavirus ain't never said nothing racial to me. And then when people start being affected by it, black people start being affected by it. Now we want to change the story. Now we want to flip the script. Right? Here's the issue. If you're going to have black people get together and have a conversation, the conversation has to provide solutions. The conversation has to provide solutions. That town hall meeting by Sean Diddy Combs did not provide solutions. He got a bunch of people that are not in the community anymore. A bunch of people driving Bugattis, a bunch of people driving Bentleys. They're not in the community. They're not everyday citizens. You need somebody that's an everyday citizen to address everyday problems. That's not affiliated political wise, so that way they can speak the truth. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. black people didn't take the coronavirus serious. That's why you had people still throwing block parties, still on Facebook talking about, we gonna have a house party, who wanna come over? Huh? Mad because the clubs were being shut down because they still want to go drink and have a good time. Mad because the schools are closed because they don't want to teach their kids. That's why they mad. And it wasn't until the coronavirus came and knocked on their front door and said, you know what? I'm serious. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. No one on that town hall meeting said anything about raising money for the first responders to get masks, to get gloves, to get sanitizer, to get medical equipment, to help fight and alleviate the coronavirus in the black community. They didn't hold the black community responsible for the bullshit that they were doing. We got tons of footage on social media showing that black people are having block parties. Every single time you turn around, it's what black people need to do against the government. Now, hey, do I know it's some racial shit that...
Now, bro.
All right.
All right. Now, so
Mr. Mario.
With that Facebook video that you just saw, man, that brother was spitting a whole bunch of, common sense type of things.
That's
right? You know what I'm saying? Said it in so many different ways. All right. So while we getting him set up so we can bring him on in, right, and had a conversation about the video, all right, we want to know what kind of conversations happened after this video kind of circulated a little bit.
Right.
How
What were
did the
the
people
thoughts?
respond?
Right.
What were the thoughts?
That's right.
That's what I want to know. All right. And so while we waiting on Mr. Mario to come on in.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
Mario,
How you doing?
how you doing?
I'm good. I couldn't hear you at first. I was like, oh, Lord.
Oh yeah. Hey, well, plenty of people heard you.
Yes, they did.
All right. They heard your video.
That's right.
The one that you did
Okay.
on Facebook. All right.
Okay.
And so, that was one of the things that Dr. Henderson and I we wanted to get you on the show, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
A lot of people didn't see that video or were not aware that they could go and attend that meeting and listen to the things that were said by those people. So if you could, I guess we'll just start on a recap.
Okay.
What were some of the things that you took out of that video?
First of all, let me just give a humble appreciation for you guys having me on the your show. I really appreciate being welcome to your platform. The P. Diddy town hall meeting was both alarming and interesting at the same time. I felt like we had a lot of celebrities and politicians delivering messages to African American people that really didn't do anything to build us up. It provided a comfort zone for them in reference to being politicians and celebrities, but for the average Joe, it didn't do anything for us. So I felt like I should do a response video, which resonated with a few people to that.
How many views did you get on your video, man? How many people you think saw that video?
I posted the video a few different places or whatever. I think collectively maybe 6,000 or 7,000 or whatever.
Woo.
But I mean that's small change compared to the reach that you have P. Diddy and the rest of those celebrities.
Exactly.
That's small change compared to what message they're sending, which is that black people should be more stagnant in their thinking and just not think for themselves. So I felt like I needed to say something to help kind of promote the average Joe.
Right. All right, and so, Mr. Mario, tell our viewers what it is that you do.
Okay, I'm a retired Army logistics warrant officer. I just actually retired probably about 1.5 years ago. Right now I'm working on my master's degree. I'm a full-time dad. I just started developing a Tough Love podcast just to kind of speak not only about relationships, but just about my experiences in general over the past 40 years. So I'm just an everyday person, man. Just feeling like, you know, I want to be not only in touch with my community, but in touch with the world, you know, in touch with what's going on. Because I think that everybody has a voice, and I think that your platform, and I think that the platforms that's being developed adjacent to you guys provide the average Joe with words. So I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what do you think about cannabis in the military? I heard you were a veteran from the Army, and
Yeah.
so am I. So what do you think about that? I mean, I think that veterans, we deserve this cannabis and stuff. So going forward, what do you think should happen?
I think that I've never seen anyone that used cannabis or whatever kind of act out. I think it's a common mechanism. I mean, you do have a lot of people that take it medicinally, or I think I'm saying that correctly. Y'all let me know if I'm not.
Yeah.
But, you know, they take it to kind of calm down, calm their nerves or whatever. And I can tell you that being a veteran, active duty, whatever branch you're in, that it's some things that happen in the military that make you want to calm your nerves. So if that is provided as an outlet, I think that it would be advantageous for those that take part in that.
Okay.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Well, hey man, I appreciated you calling in and everything. I know it was on short notice, and we didn't have very long to sit down and rap with you, but we got plenty more time for that. All right. And so
What
maybe in the
you
next.
want to say that you could close
Is
out?
there anything that you want to tell the people, or anything that you want to put out there? We got about 30 seconds.
Okay, real quick. I just want everybody to know, have life insurance. I don't care if you're African American or whatever. Get life insurance and make sure that you're leaving your family back something besides stress and hardship.
There
I really
you go.
appreciate it. It's Mario J.
Yes, sir. All right, Mario. Take a
you,
light,
man.
man. We'll catch up
Where
with
can
you.
we find you? You forgot to tell us where to find you at on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook. You can catch me at Tough Love on Facebook. Hashtag Tough Love. And just I got a couple of videos. Please come show me some love.
Next time you're on the show, you're going to have to talk about your book. You're going to have to talk about all the other stuff that you do.
I
The
got you.
coaching,
I
the
got you.
mentoring. So I'm saying, man, I read all that about you, man. So the next time
appreciate
that
it,
we
man.
got you back on the show, you're going to have to be ready to talk about that.
go.
All right,
I
brother?
got you, sir.
All right, man. Y'all take it light.
All right, man. Be safe.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
So there you go. See, plenty of people from the down gonna have to come on up. All right.
Come on out.
All right. So we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna roll. And we got
go.
some good exit music